Hi everyone, and welcome to Rob Evans 365. Today I wanted to talk about winter and your pain points, because as we get cold and we crawl into our little caves during winter, it's quite painful when you come out the other side and it's like, oh man, I'm starting from here. And you justify to yourself as to why, you haven't done whatever you haven't done over winter and beat yourself up a little. And then you go through this phase of going on a bit of a binge through October through December, and then it kind of slips off over the holidays, and then you kind of ease back into it again. And before you know it, you're in May, it's starting to get cold, and you're back there again. So you find that 6 months of the year pretty much you're not focused. 6 months or 2 months of the year you're quite focused. 4 months of the year sometimes you're focused and sometimes you're not. So wouldn't it be nice to be able to become energized and focused 365 days a year? Because that's the way that I feel I live my life. Now I think the biggest pain point that I'm hearing from people at the moment is that it's winter and they're feeling yucky, and they're putting on kilos, they're staying covered up, and the reality is it's not until you start to uncover yourself that you realize how unhappy you are with your body and your health. So why don't we change that? Now, yesterday I spoke about our 30-day winter wellness challenge. I wanted today to talk about in a bit more depth as to what are some of the benefits that you can receive during winter from going on this challenge to completely change the way that you look at winter, look at life, and feel about yourself. Not to mention the fact that you're going to be operating at a whole other level. So let's think about it for a second. This challenge is going to do a number of things for you. First of all, it's focused for 30 days. Now, you can focus on a change in you for 30 days. You really can. Because this system, it is a complete system, and all your food is going to be included as part of this program, apart from some of the meals that you're going to have to prepare yourself. But the guidance and the eating system is going to be provided to you, and that is huge, because I've followed this system as well, and all I did was added an extra couple of meals in place, and it was fantastic. I had some incredible results. Now, I had some great results even though I'm healthy to begin with. So if you're unhealthy and you're feeling a bit yuck, I feel bloated and horrible and stuff, then you're going to get even more benefits compared to what I did. Like the margin in difference that you get will be much more significant. So let's go through some of the things. First one is, well, what do most people want to do? They want to lose weight. So imagine losing weight during winter. I mean, based on what I see with clients, I would say over the course of 30 days, if you're a male, you've got the potential to lose somewhere between 500 grams up to 8 kilos over 30 days. Where you fall depends on how well you're sticking to the program, doing your exercises and all that kind of stuff. For most women, it's between 500 grams to about 1.25 kilos. So imagine, rather than putting on a kilo, 2 kilos, 3 kilos, 4 kilos over the next 30 days, that you actually lost it. So the difference is, maybe 2 to 8 kilos difference for you, because rather than putting on, you've actually lost. So you've had a huge change. Now, obviously, the body fat, reducing the weight is one thing. But then what else have we got? Well, you're going to feel stronger and healthier. just by virtue of the food that you're going to be eating, the supplements you'll be taking, you will just naturally feel that you're revitalizing your body with the nutrients that you have been deficient in for a long time. Like during winter, so many people eat far less, like fruits, vegetables, salads, that kind of thing. And therefore, you're not taking up all the nutrients you need. And what often can happen is that you're taking a lot of processed food, you're feeling really sluggish, bloated, and just quite horrible, really. So you're going to feel very energized, and that is a massive component. If you can get more energy in your life, you will get more done. And if you can get more done, what does that mean? More productivity, more happiness. I mean, I always say to people, imagine if you could bring an extra 5, 10, 15, 20% more energy in the bedroom. Imagine if you could do that. What would your life, your lovemaking look like if you were able to do that? I know you're smiling and giggling right now, but it's true. Imagine if you could do that for yourself and for your partner. I mean, that's some life-changing stuff just there. But then obviously you can have a dramatic increase in output in your work as well, because you've got more energy, more time with the kids, more playtime with the kids, all those kinds of things. I mean, it's really so powerful. The next thing is sleeping. So you will definitely sleep better because you're healthier. Your better sleep patterns. Again, what does that mean? More energy, just an overall level of happiness with your life because you're sleeping better and you just feel good. Less stress is another one. All of these foods combined. The foods, the exercise, the eating. I'm sorry, I've said that twice. The sleeping makes you feel less stressed. And if you are a stressed person, then couldn't you do with a little less stress in your life? I mean, I think that's a huge bonus. If you have a mental illness or some depression, anxiety issues, those types of things, this is definitely going to help with that as well, because it's a complete program that tackles these aspects of your life that assist you in feeling less anxious and stressed and depressed. I mean, you move more and you will feel less anxious, less stressed, because your brain releases these good endorphins that says you're doing great, you're doing well, you're helping your body, and your brain is nurturing you to do that, to say, you've just exercised, thank you, I needed that, great job, I want you to feel good. And I know that sounds silly, but that's effectively what your brain is doing. It's thanking you and rewarding you for the great effort that you've just put in. And with any success formula, it's important to recognize when there are successes. It's important to stop and recognize those. It's important to reinforce the good behavior by rewarding the behavior, and then you repeat it. And so that's what your brain is naturally doing for you, releasing all those good chemicals and endorphins to help you celebrate the success. So that's another part that really can't be underestimated, because mental health is such an important component. And I know that I have a number of clients that have had a dramatic impact on their depression, stress and anxiety levels because of the fact that they are exercising regularly. So that's an exciting concept as well. I think you've got an opportunity to increase your strength, so that'd be functional strength, reducing pain as well, boosting your immune system is another massive one, especially at this time of the year when so many people around you are sick. I mean, have you ever stopped to reflect on how many days out of your working life or personal life that you have each year by virtue of you not being well? And that doesn't have to be absenteeism, it could be presenteeism. And so presenteeism is where you're turning up to work, but you're not actually doing work. You're physically there, but you're not, you're not doing the work. So they call it presenteeism, which is disturbing that they've created that, because so many people are turning up to work and not putting in, but they're taking out wages from the business, but they're not putting in. And even though you may not want to admit it, you could be doing that as well. And what does that mean? Well, if you're running your own business, you're less likely to be like that. But imagine how many extra days of productivity that you could get out of your working life if you were 100% present all the time. I mean, I operate on a different level now than I ever have, because I feel so energized and vitalized through what I do. It makes it easier for me to stick to my mission, to help others. So I think this is the healthiest winter I've had, and I'm 50 years old just because I'm following these principles. It's really great. I think for most people, though, probably the main draw card is going to be you could lose weight over winter by being on our challenge. Now, the fact that we've got an Olympic gold medalist, Kerry Pothast, that's going to join us on the webinar to talk about outline the program and all the components, etc. That's fantastic. And anyone else that's coming, and I'm the authority, an author, international speaker in the areas of health, fitness, nutrition. That's fantastic too. But at the end of the day, it's got to be you're interested in what's in it for you. And that's why I say you can dramatically impact your health over the next 30 days. It just depends on whether you choose to do it. Are you prepared to do it? Are you prepared to step up and say, oh, yep, I'll do this? It's up to you. You want to feel better? You've got to make the decision to do the work. Now, in my mind, this 30-day challenge will simplify whatever it is that you're doing at the moment and completely change your results completely. So I want you to register. Register for our webinar. There'll be a link below this podcast, just like there was for yesterday, as to how to register. And you got nothing to lose. So the other thing that I didn't mention is that this program has a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if at the end of the challenge you haven't got the results that you wanted, you didn't like, the program, etc., etc., you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's how good it is. You can't ask for more than that. A free webinar to find out whether it's right for you or not. During that session, you can find out all that you need to know to make an informed decision. You get to talk to Kerry, you get to talk to me, answer any questions that you may have. And then, at the end of the 30 days, if it hasn't given you the results that you wanted, then you didn't like it, whatever, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's just, you can't beat it. You've got nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. So jump on board our webinar. Would love for you to be part of this. Remember, we're only looking for 10 committed people, so the spots are going to go fast. And if you're listening to this, I really want you to be part of it. So come and join us. Kerry and I are loving the prospect of working with you and can't wait to meet you one day if we don't know you already, or at least meet you on the webinar. All right, that's me out for today. Go register now. Bye.